What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on this motherfucking YouTube shit. This is serious. Wow, what the fuck?
What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on the YouTube shit. Hey man, say man, we are lit, eh? Lit 13, man. Turn. Today, motherfucking day, straight hood and outside, big crib, man. Hey man, say man, your boy is back out here. Stronger than ever. We out here, outside. Gango. Hey man, say man, your boy been gone for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But we back outside, gang, you know what I'm saying? The time, hey, we can't stop, you know what I'm saying? Even when we take a break, we still going. You just don't understand what I'm talking about. But we out here, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all like and subscribe to these videos up, man. You know they been trying your boy, but your boy been fighting back, man. Hey, no matter what, gang, you know what I'm saying? We gonna fight, and we gonna fight hard, you know what I'm saying? No matter how the outcome come, man, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all fuck with your boy, man. Kevin Turk, man, Northside crib business, man. Palestine, Congo, we with y'all, man. Hey, come to the Black Hebrew Israelite gang. We outside, man. Hood and outside crib shit, man. Make sure you like and subscribe to these videos up, man. And let's get into this bitch. Alright, boom. Today, two motherfucking day, straight hood and outside crib gang. Gang. Go, nigga. So, 12 is hot in the bitch. Like they always is. So, we finna talk about this shit that's been going on, man. You know what I'm saying? We back outside, gang. Fuck boys. They see your boy outside. Fuck boy 12s. Yeah, bitch ass niggas. Fuck 12, bitch ass niggas. Fuck 12, hoe ass niggas. So, we finna talk about this shit, man. You know we outside, man, but they try your boy, but we ain't gonna never give up, man. Gang type shit, man. Come to the Black Hebrew Israelite, man. Let's get into this bitch. Alright, boom. Today, two motherfucking day, straight hood and outside crib, man. So we finna talk about this shit, man. Young Thugger. Young Thug, man. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Young Thug, gang. We about to talk about him, man. We trying to see if Thug is gonna get free from this court or win this court case. You know what I'm saying? A lot's been going on in this court case, man. You know what I'm saying? From people getting caught with drugs to they getting mad at lawyers and shit, man. This case is getting wild, man. You dig? Now the state is trying to pin out. They're trying to pin all these cases on Thug. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to pin all these cases on Thug, man. And the YSL. Now, you know, they ain't got no proof of none of these cases. But you know how the state do. They come up with all this baloney ass shit to keep niggas down. You know what I'm saying? Crib. And so, you know, this whole case, man, you know, they trying to, like I said, I don't know, I thought it was called filed for contempt or some shit. Like they trying to say that they don't have enough proof or evidence for them to even, you know what I'm saying, get this case to go through. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these witnesses been pulled down and shit. You know what I'm saying? Thugger, I think one thing that Thugger dad need to do. Yes, sir. We outside. Yes, sir. One thing Thugger dad need to do, you know what I'm saying, is shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Thugger dad, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. He's been kind of messing me down. Thugger dad, man. You know what I'm saying? Is saying some shit, man. And he can't, you know what I'm saying? Look at this. Look at this. Yes. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, they said I could be out here.
This is private property. You can't be at the school system.
They already said I could.
Who did?
The people who be at the school.
Who?
I don't know. The people who be at the school. They already said I could be out here. And I talked to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got an ID on you?
No. Yeah.
You mind if I see it?
I ain't done nothing. What'd I do?
Okay.
I already talked to the people, and they said
what people?
the people who work at the school, and they said I could be out here and talk and do what I do. They already know me.
You can't even tell me what people. So how am I supposed to?
Because the people who work at the school and the people who be outside, they already said I could be outside. I haven't done nothing wrong.
Who?
The people who work for the school.
Who?
The people who work for the school. I haven't
That's
done
not
nothing
telling me
wrong.
anything.
I haven't done nothing wrong. They say I could be outside. They say I could be outside the school. Yeah, I always be outside.
You always be
Always.
outside?
They always do. And they say I could be outside.
Okay. When did they tell you that?
They been said that.
When?
They been said that. That whole time they been said that. I got videos. I always outside over here. They say I could
Just
be
because you got
outside.
videos of it don't mean you can be out
They
there.
already said I could.
You can't even tell me who said you
The
could.
principals and stuff. They already said I
principals
could.
and
Yes,
stuff?
all of them. They already said I could. All of them. They already
They
said I
said you
could.
could be on school property
Yes.
in the middle of the night.
Yes, they
For some
said I
reason, I
could.
don't believe that, man.
They already said it. They already said it. I got okay. They already said I could be outside.
Let me see your ID.
I haven't done anything wrong.
Were you trespassing on school property?
They said I could be outside. They already said it. The people who run the school, they already said I could. And I talked to them.
Okay.
Yeah, I already talked to them. They said I could be outside. Man, I always been recording outside.
I don't care what you record
And
outside.
but they said I could be outside, and I haven't done nothing wrong.
Okay, well, people aren't supposed to be on school property
They said I could.
at night.
They said I could.
Who said you could?
The people who run the school, they said I could be outside, and I've been doing
you
this.
see them tonight?
I've been doing this. They've been knowing me. They've been seeing me. They said I could do this. And the people who run the thing around this bit said I could. They
Run
are.
the thing
I don't
around
know.
what? What are you
Whoever
talking
TISD, whoever. They said I could be outside recording my video because they know what I do. And they said I could do this. And so y'all just messing with me at this point.
No, we're not
Yes,
just
you
messing
is.
with you.
Cause they said I could. I ain't do nothing
Okay.
wrong with. I ain't do nothing wrong. I ain't messing with none of y'all.
Okay.
And they said I could be outside.
Okay, well, let me see your ID and I'll verify that you're allowed to be here.
Why you need my ID?
To verify that you're allowed to be here.
I haven't
Because
done anything wrong.
people aren't, you're trespassing on school property.
They said I could be outside.
Okay, I need to verify that.
That's all I said. They said I could be outside. That's all I'm saying. And I always record.
How long you been here?
I've always been outside.
You've been here.
I always record.
How
They
long
always
you been
said I could be outside. They said I could. I haven't done nothing wrong.
Where you stay at?
I don't have to tell you that. I got video evidence, so if anything goes wrong, they attempt on my life.
How have I made an attempt on your
If attempt on my life,
Okay.
allegedly. I know my rights.
Okay. Well, you don't have a right to be on
They
school
said I could.
property after hours.
They said I could. I haven't done nothing wrong.
Okay, well, you need to go on and get out of here
Why?
because I told you to.
I haven't done nothing wrong.
I didn't say you did.
I haven't done nothing wrong.
I didn't say you did.
I haven't done nothing wrong.
Okay. You want me to contact TISD police and have you warned away from the property?
He said they said that's the rules. I can be outside. I haven't done nothing.
Okay.
I haven't done nothing wrong.
Okay, thank you.
I haven't done nothing wrong.
Okay, we'll see. I didn't say you did anything wrong.
All I do is be outside recording.
What are you recording?
Nothing. It's just my personal business. I haven't done nothing wrong.
Okay. How old are you?
I haven't done nothing wrong.
Did I say you did something
I
wrong?
haven't done nothing wrong. All I'm doing was standing, recording my videos, and I'm about to leave. I haven't done nothing wrong. I haven't done nothing wrong.
Are you high or something?
No.
Why do you keep repeating yourself?
Cause y'all have to make sure y'all listen. Y'all don't listen.
Okay.
That's how I am. I'm black. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
I can see that.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay.
Okay. And it's basically harassment at this point.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Cause y'all always listen to me.
Okay.
I ain't done nothing wrong. All I do is outside recording my videos, and y'all just want to mess with me, like always.
Okay. How long have you been out here tonight?
I haven't done nothing wrong.
Didn't say you did. Did you hear all those gunshots block over earlier?
That's not gunshots, that's fireworks.
No, earlier there were gunshots.
Fireworks.
Okay. I didn't know there were bullet casings for fireworks.
Well, I'm having it out overture, so it sounds like fireworks to me.
Okay.
I don't have the guns on me.
I didn't ask if you did.
Okay, I'm just saying, because y'all do. All I do is sitting down.
You were sitting down. You were standing up.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you was a keen expert what I was doing. I haven't done nothing wrong. Even if they say something, I haven't done nothing wrong. They say I could be out here and sit down and do my videos. I haven't done nothing wrong.
Okay. All right, they don't want you one to wait, so if anything happens in the school, we're gonna know what you did.
Thank you. Thank God. Now y'all can leave me alone. Leave me alone. Y'all always messing with me. Stop messing with me. Do something with y'all lies. Stop messing with me. Like I said, playing me. I haven't done nothing wrong. They say I can be out here. You see? I haven't done nothing wrong. They always messing with me. What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? They always messing with me. Didn't I tell y'all they was messing with me? What did I say? Northside business. That's what I was saying, man. I ain't done nothing wrong. But like I said, man, let me put these videos in, man.
Mr. Jerry, good morning.
Good morning.
I like the way you sound. Okay, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and tell you where we are. Remember yesterday we recessed because one of our participants has had a medical issue, and I was telling you about that. Well, unfortunately, that medical condition still exists, and given the length of time that we're going to have to probably address that. It might be just more prudent to recess you and give you an early recess instead of recessing you this Friday, as the court's plan was originally. I'm going to recess you for the holidays today. Okay? So I know you look very disappointed. I can tell from all of you 17 as a group. It's not that bad. Okay, so what I'm going to do is let's go through the court's customary ad nauseum admonitions and the like. So remember, now you're going to be off, and what day are you coming back? January 2nd, right. Okay, so at 9 o'clock. So that's when you're going to come back. So you're going to have a little bit of a time to take a knee and reflect and enjoy your families and probably overeat and do all the other things that people do during the holidays. Welcome family and friends and the like. So when your family and friends come over and they start asking you, hey, what's going on with that trial? Hey, you look good. You look good. Everybody's talking about you. What are you going to tell them? Not a thing. What you talking about? That's right. And you can tell them that the dude with the horns, the teeth, and the tail told you not to say anything about anything. Okay, so that would be consistent with what Judge Glanville told you with your admonitions, and you're not supposed to do that. So please resist temptation to talk with your family and loved ones. And remember, if anyone, third party or otherwise, should try and reach you during any period of time that we are down or you're enjoying your holiday festivities, you know to reach out to the court and start in room as soon as possible so I can address that immediately. Because nobody is supposed to have any contact with you, additional or otherwise. So remember all the other admonitions. Do not take your notepads home with you. Leave them in the basket. I'll give them back to you on the 2nd. I promise you we won't read them. We'll go ahead and give you new pencils and make sure that you take one of the juror stickers with you so that when you come back, you'll have one. You can get back in the facility, and you'll be ready to go on the 2nd. Okay, so remember not to discuss the matter as you are coming to and from the courthouse. Remember you're not to go visit any of the scenes. Remember you're not to do any legal research. You're not to look on the internet on any of the things that you may have been exposed to in terms of testimony so far. That you're to only consider what you have heard in the four walls of this courtroom, and only when the court instructs you and authorizes you on that process. But until then, as we stated earlier, you're not to otherwise recap or otherwise try and talk about any particular testimony or anything that's going on in court. Please be mindful that the case has gotten a significant amount of media attention. Stay off of the media in terms of when the case may be discussed, so that you won't violate unintentionally the court's admonitions. All right? Because remember what I told you, how you'll violate these admonitions? You'll tell on yourself. That's right, of course, and you will. So, best not to even put yourself in that particular position. I hope that many of you have decided to come off of social media. It's just a lot easier, at least for the period of time that you're here, so that you don't run the risk of having anybody, third party or otherwise, try and reach out to you, or you get exposed to information that that really you're not supposed to hear. Because remember, you can only consider what is lawfully admitted within the four walls of this courtroom. Okay, enough admonitions for today. All right, questions, ladies and gentlemen. Do you have anything for me or any other in terms of administrative or any otherwise at this point? Okay, all right. If you don't have any questions, that means I'm doing my job. So, all right, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been so patient and so gracious with us, and on behalf of everyone involved with this trial, I can't thank you enough for your continued grace and your continued patience with us. And unless you have anything else for us, or unless we reach out to you, I wish you happy holidays, blessings, and peace to all you and your family and all those you hold dear. And unless you have anything else of me or anybody else, I'll recess you, and we will see you prayerfully in the new year on the 2nd of January 2024, 9 a.m., courtroom 1C, okay? All right. All rise. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Our jury has left us. Counsels, I was going to also recommend that since we are going to be in an administrative pause, that you take up some of the witness issues that you have outstanding starting tomorrow through Friday. Is that acceptable with everybody?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then, counsels, I'll let you all, once we conclude and go off the record, caucus and then see what you wish to add in terms of those witnesses and talk about their availability. Do you have your schedule for the period of time starting on the 18th and going through the 29th?
Your Honor, defense counsel does have that initial schedule that we sent over, I believe last Monday, or maybe this Monday. I think it was last Monday. So they do have that schedule, so all the law enforcement officers are scheduled, or they know when they can call and speak with them. As to the lay witnesses, that is what we were still honing in on, and of course, given what's happened today. So we're still working on the lay witnesses. I know some defense counsel have identified certain lay witnesses they want to talk to sooner rather than later, but I think we can work the scheduling out so we can make sure that everyone they need to speak to who is available can be spoken to. Starting this week.
In terms of witnesses, since we were not able to get to some that you already have scheduled, is it your intent to continue with the schedule, the purported schedule that you have discussed so far?
We have to look at the availability, given that we had brought them here. If we do change that, Your Honor, we will let counsel for the defense know before the end of this week, because we have certain witnesses that we brought over, I think, 3 days in anticipation that they would actually complete their testimony last week and then this week. So that may change the order of some of the presentation.
Can we do that by Friday at 5?
Yes,
That would be the 15th at 5 o'clock?
Yes, yes.
Okay, all right. Counsels for any of the defendants, do you wish to be heard on any matter or anything else?
Not on behalf of Mr. Williams.
Okay, all right, so you all are going to talk about future scheduling of witnesses and the issues that are related to those witnesses. If anything, you need to reach out to the court, just call or send us an email to myself and Mr. Kearns, and we'll address you accordingly, okay? All right, unless you all have anything else, happy holidays to all of you and your and your kin. And unless you have anything else for me, I'll wish you all the blessings of the season, and we'll see you in the new year, okay? All right, okay. All right, we're in recess.
Have you met?
Okay, so
I want to talk first about what's been marked as State's Exhibit 12B.
Do you still have that exhibit in front of you, the gun?
No, I do not have the firearm in front of me.
Okay. Madam Court Reporter, do you have it? May I approach, Your Honor? Yes. So 12B, through your work, you find out that this item, from running a computer check, comes up stolen from the serial number. Is that how it works?
Yes.
Okay. And you found the item, though, underneath the passenger seat on the floorboard. Is that right?
I need to teach you about handling weapons. Please point the muzzle always downward, no matter if it's unloaded, okay?
I know it's unloaded, but yes, sir.
You make everybody nervous, okay? Including Mr. Kearns, who you're pointing it at. All right.
I apologize, Mr. Kearns. Is that true? It's on the floorboard underneath the passenger seat. Is that true?
Yes, that's true.
Okay. And this is a two-door car?
Yes, it is.
And no other occupant of the car?
Correct.
And how long was that gun underneath that passenger seat floorboard?
Objection, speculation, no foundation.
I sustain the
Do
question.
you know how long that gun was under the passenger seat floorboard?
I've got no idea how long it was underneath there.
And that, tell the ladies and gentlemen jury if Mr. Williams owned that car.
Objection, as to speculation.
Why don't you rephrase it? I'll sustain it as to form. You can rephrase it.
Car, right?
Objection, as to foundation.
I'm asking a question.
There's no foundation.
I sustain the question. Mr. Steele, why don't you just ask him if he knows who owned the vehicle?
The owner of the car was... Let me get this right.
And I object again on the basis of foundation, because stating it doesn't cure.
Let me help y'all. Let me help y'all out. Officer Mannheim, do you know who owned the vehicle that Mr. Williams was driving in?
Yes, I got that information from when I ran the vehicle tag information.
And Your Honor, the reason that I have the objection is that though he may have run it and knows perhaps whose tag came up, he does not know who owned the vehicle. There's been no testimony about personal knowledge of who actually owned the vehicle.
He asked that question, so that question's relevant to his inquiry.
And the owner was on your... You remember writing the owner on your report?
I don't remember the name of the person off the top of my head, no.
I'll help you.
But it is on the police report.
Okay, and that's your police report, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have your report in front of you?
No, I do not.
Let me show you what I'll... May I approach, Your Honor?
You may.
Your Honor, I object to this witness being shown that document about that,
What is the document, Mr. Steele?
Officer Mannheim's police report.
I ask that the court look at it.
Let me look at it, Mr. Steele. Please. Just hand it to Mr. Kearns. All right, you may want to hand him a clean copy of that, Mr. Steele. It's got all your notes and everything on it. Let me hand you a copy and tell me if this is your police report, if you don't mind, or part of it.
Yes.
So Naje, I'm going to spell it Najee Sanford, or Sanford, Sanford, that's the owner of the vehicle. Fair to say?
Yes.
And Mr. Williams is the driver on the day that we're talking about, correct?
Yes.
And the date, again, is the September 9, 2013, right?
Yes.
And the vehicle's not stolen, right?
The vehicle's not stolen.
Okay. With regards to the firearm, are there any fingerprints of Mr. Williams on that firearm? And it's 12B is what I'm talking about.
On 12B? The firearm itself?
Yes, sir.
No, there was no firearms. I mean, there's no fingerprints lifted from the firearm.
Okay. And you have no evidence whatsoever that Mr. Williams ever touched that firearm. Is that fair to say?
That is fair to say.
And you have no evidence that Mr. Williams even knew that that firearm was in that car. Is that fair to say?
No objection, Your Honor. That would call for...
It's speculation. I'll sustain the questions to form. Okay. With regards to I'm moving on to the 7 pills. They're Xanax. Is that fair to say, or they look like Xanax?
Yes.
But not in a container. Is that right?
That is correct.
And when I say a container, that's a bad word. Not in a prescription pill bottle like they're supposed to be. Is that true?
That is true.
Okay. And you found them, you said, in the cup holder, right?
Yes.
Do you remember writing a draft report in this case before the final report?
Yes, I do.
And do you remember in the draft report saying that the 7 blue pills were in the center console area? Do you remember that?
That is true.
Nothing about plain view or in the cup holder in the draft report?
There are cup holders in the center console.
Okay, but you didn't say that in the draft report?
No, I did not say that.
Okay. Now, to be fair to ladies and gentlemen jury, I asked...
Objection as to the form of the question in the beginning about being fair to the lady.
I sustain the form of the question. Just rephrase, Mr. Steele. Okay. I asked and you tried. Well, let's go back a little bit. At that time, in September 9, 2013, you had the ability to record, and you did record this incident with Mr. Williams. Is that fair to say?
That is fair to say.
And this is on, when I say recording, we're talking about video as well as audio recording, right?
That is correct.
And I asked to bring to court the video and the audio. Is that true?
I want to say the prosecutor asked for me to bring that to court.
Okay. And you tried to find it, right?
Yes.
And other people tried to find it. If you know, if you don't know that to say, that's fine.
Well, I don't know how hard they tried, but other people did look for it, yes.
And it came back that there is no audio or video that I could show to the jury, right?
That is true.
It's lost.
It is lost.
By the City of Atlanta Police Department or the DA's office or somebody there, right?
Your Honor, I object to that latter part.
I'll sustain it as to the...
It's lost by the authority.
Latter portion.
Is that true?
Yes.
All right. You know Mr. Williams to be a well-known musical artist, is that fair?
At the time of the traffic stop, no, I did not.
No, I'm saying you know that now.
Oh, yes, I do.
Objection as to relevance.
I sustain the question.
Okay. Okay. With regards to your encounter on this arrest of Mr. Williams, this is pretty much the sum and substance of everything, right? You went through everything, is that fair to say?
When I did pull the vehicle over, the vehicle windows were tinted, so I could not see what was transpiring as I approached the vehicle, getting out of the vehicle and approaching the vehicle. So I could not see what was going on inside the vehicle due to the window tint.
Okay. You're not saying anything was going on inside the vehicle. You don't know, you're saying.
I'm sitting there saying I don't know what was going on inside the vehicle due to the window tint.
And we don't have the video audio, right?
The video.
To compound.
I sustain this to form. You can rephrase it, Mr.
We don't have the video, right?
That is correct.
We don't have the audio.
That is correct.
Okay. Were you aware that this case was resolved
Objection, Your
in
Honor.
court?
I sustain the objection, Mr. Steele.
I have a certified copy of the disposition.
It's still not in the correct format. I'm still going to sustain the objection.
Okay. I will show you what I'll mark as Mr. Williams number 1.
Your Honor, I object.
It's a certified
Your Honor, I
copy.
object.
Mr. Steele,
Yes, sir.
please stop that, okay? It's not, I'm going to sustain the objection, okay?
Okay.
He is not the proper witness for this. And D1, I'm going to mark D1, it's a DW1 as the item for refreshing recollection, so you can start with whatever else when you come up, if you have any other documents.
News out of the Young Thug racketeering case about the stabbing of defendant Shannon Stillwell. Now, Stillwell faces 2 murder charges, among other counts, and stands trial with 5 other co-defendants, including the rapper Young Thug. All of the defendants are on trial for participation in a criminal street gang called Young Slime Life, or YSL. We have reporter Michael Seiden. He is from WSB TV, joining us live from outside the hospital. Michael, thank you so much for joining us. What can you tell us about what's happening with Shannon Stillwell and all about that stabbing?
Yeah, as you know, today was supposed to be the start of day 10 of this YSL gang case in Fulton County. When we arrived at court, though, we learned that one of the defendants in this case, Shannon Stillwell, was actually here at Grady Memorial Hospital in downtown Atlanta, where he is recovering after he was stabbed last night at the Fulton County Jail. We are told he's expected to make a full recovery. Now, his lawyer has not disclosed the specific injuries, but I've got a couple of sources that have told me that he was stabbed in the stomach and that he underwent surgery early this morning. Now, of course, this is problematic considering we're in the middle of the trial. So this morning, the judge brought everybody in, the jurors as well, and he addressed the jurors. He didn't get into the details. He didn't say the specific person, but he basically said that Shannon Stillwell, he said that one of the individuals in this case had a medical issue and that he was going to dismiss the jury for the rest of the day, but to come back tomorrow for testimony starting at 9 a.m.
Michael, it sounds like the injuries are very serious. If he was stabbed in the stomach, it sounds like he would not be able to return to court tomorrow. Do you get the impression that he will be in for a significant amount of time? Did you know? In for a significant amount of time?
You know, this is all speculation right now, but I'm with you. I mean, I can't imagine if you were stabbed once or multiple times in the stomach, underwent surgery, that you'd be able to get back to court tomorrow. But as of now, the plan is to be back in court. But you got to remember, too, this week is the last week before that 2-week break before the holidays. So I know there's a number of witnesses that the prosecution's planning on calling on. But I did speak before we got on here with Max Shart. He is the defense attorney who's representing Shannon Stillwell. He told me he's planning to get here this afternoon to talk with his client. So we're hoping to get an update. But that's a great question moving forward because, again, Shannon Stillwell is going to want to be in the courtroom as these proceedings continue.
Exactly, Michael. He has the right to be in that courtroom. We'll see what his attorney says after he has a conversation with him. I suppose he could waive that right and the case could continue, or they could declare a mistrial. We talked about that earlier, and the case could also continue, or they could just separate his case. So I definitely think that there are options if it's a mistrial as to him, or if his case is separated, or if he does come back. One thing is very interesting, though, is if the case continues and he's not separated out of the case and he's missing from that chair, I would think that the jury would wonder what happened to him and start speculating as to what this medical emergency is. So I think, and asking you now, what's your opinion as to what the judge might do under those circumstances?
Right. I mean, when you think about this original indictment, there was 28 defendants. We're now down to 6. So it wouldn't be very hard for the jury to figure out who was missing from the proceedings. You know, one more quick note about this incident though overnight that I failed to mention, you know, this is all still under investigation right now. We're still trying to figure out the circumstances surrounding this stabbing. Also, I should mention that it was last summer in 2022 that Shannon Stillwell was actually a victim of a stabbing then as well. Now, I've reached out to the sheriff's office. They're preparing a statement and going to release more details about that incident. But I can tell you just from reporting on this jail in the past, anytime somebody becomes the victim of a violent crime like that, they're usually moved into protective custody. Now, if this was the case this time, we're not sure yet. We're still working to get that confirmed. And I should also mention, as many of your viewers probably know, the jail is under a federal investigation right now from the U.S. Department of Justice. So all this going on right now, just so many unanswered questions that we're looking to get the answers to.
Do you have any idea, Michael, as to whether or not there were cameras? Oftentimes we hear that there are cameras in the jail and it could have picked up on what occurred there. If they're still investigating, I would think that they would want to look there first, yes?
Absolutely, yeah. There are cameras throughout that facility, and I know that in previous stabbings that they, of course, go to the surveillance video right away to review it. So I would imagine as long as the cameras were operating, they should have this attack in plain view and be able to see exactly what went down. But again, there have been a number of problems with that jail. It's crumbling. We have seen inmates making shanks and homemade knives out of the crumbling pieces of that jail. So it's just a mess in there. I've also done reports before on the latches on the cells being unlocked so that inmates are just able to walk around freely. So it'll be interesting to see, but absolutely surveillance video, I would imagine, would be the first thing they're looking at.
Do you think there's any possibility that that jail could be closed down and that all of the people who are inside could be moved to another facility if in fact it is that poor conditions?
You know, for people who may have loved ones or friends in that jail, I mean, they would love to see probably that thing get shut down or for their loved ones to be moved. But the reality of the situation is it's overpopulated. It's a very controversial discussion that's been going on in this community for a while now. I just don't know where they would move them. There's obviously some other facilities around town they could move them. But as far as moving all the defendants, I mean, you already have, for example, young Thugg. He's being held in an adjacent county in Cobb County. So I don't see them moving them, but, you know, everything that's been going on in this trial, you think you've seen it all, and then something else happens. So, I mean, really, your guess is as good as mine.
Michael, we're so glad to have you there on the ground. I mentioned earlier that I thought all of the defendants were behind bars. Do you know for a fact if all 6 of them are now behind bars versus being out on bond? That was my assumption, but I'm wondering if you know.
Yeah, so the 6 that are standing trial right now, they are all behind bars right now. Now, of course, the ones that have taken plea deals, some of them are out, and there's some that are actually, there was a guy who was severed, Miles Farley, a defendant in this case, who was severed early on, and I believe he is out on bond right now on house arrest, yes, but the 6 standing trial right now remain behind bars.
Michael, have they allowed you to go into the hospital? I would think there would be some privacy concerns, but to get any sort of information other than waiting for Shard to come out and give you more information, have they said anything? For instance, have they had a press conference or anything to that effect at the hospital?
No, and because of HIPAA, we're probably not going to hear from any hospital officials here. And again, we're not, as members of the media, we're not granted permission to go inside. So really, we're just to kind of set the scene for your viewers. This is the emergency portal where anytime anybody's rushed to the hospital, any emergency in the city and county, they are rushed here. So this is that emergency room tower right now. I mean, you can go into the lobby, but any family or friends who are here are probably, if he is stabilized and out of the operating room, they'll probably be in some room right now. So at this point, we just kind of have to wait and see.
Exactly. And Grady is one of the bigger hospitals in Atlanta, I think, and perhaps that's why they took him there. They could probably do more emergency medical responses there.
Yeah, this is the top trauma center here. I mean, some of the best doctors in the world work here. Anytime there's any major trauma, especially shootings, stabbings, things like that, this is where you are taken. So, yeah, this would be the hospital to go to around here.
Michael Seiden, thank you so much. I know this is breaking news and it can't be easy to get all this information. WSB TV, we really appreciate you, Michael. Thank you.
Business, Miss Lowe? About a couple of days ago. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Williams, anybody? All right, Mr. Weinstein, anybody? All right, let's see.
Do I have it?
Whatever the schedules are for Mr. Adams and Mr. Steele, I'll make sure that I make my, because we have a lot of overlaps, and I'll make myself available.
Ms. Westmoreland? Yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you, Pat. I apologize.
The same, Your Honor, between Mr. Steele's list and Mr. Sharp's list, and the availability sent to the state by Mr. Steele, we have the same availability, so I believe we're covered.
Okay. All right. Yes, ma'am.
As it relates to availability, we will be apprising counsel for the defense when the witnesses are available. And I think that given the court has given us a time frame wherein to make them available, we will apprise defendants counsels of the times and dates the witnesses are available and will be made available, as opposed to having witnesses conform to their availability.
And please, in your discussions with each other, please be very clear about which witnesses do not wish to be interviewed.
Okay.
So that I can offer at least that they can be attempted to be interviewed before they come testify as witnesses, if they are in fact found or identified.
We will definitely do that, Judge.
All right, so I still don't have a physical list. I want to see a physical list.
We get our reporters report on.
Oh, you?
It's in email form. We don't.
I tell you what, just send it out as a rough draft, okay? You all need to finalize it by Monday. So I'm going to ask you the same thing on Monday. Tomorrow you will have some time. So my expectation is that you put a fine point on the availability of when these particular witnesses are going to be available. So, and through the weekend, so I can see an actual list on Monday, December the 4th. Okay.
Okay, and we have a list. Do you? We'll send. No, don't send this out. We gotta fix it. We'll send out that list this evening.
All right. So does everyone understand? Does anybody have any clarification about the list of witnesses that are supposed to be interviewed between the 18th and the 29th of December?
Judge, I just want to be clear, so there's no surprises and no one's playing any games, that the list that you've given the state is from the first list that they've given us for the first 3 weeks, so 70. We've given them a list from those 70 witnesses, not to include the additional 330, since they've indicated they have about 400 witnesses. So that's where that list is coming from. I presume at some point we'll get another list for the ensuing weeks. And if there's anyone on that list where we've had difficulty getting in contact with and haven't been able to contact by that time, we'll give them that list as well.
And my suggestion, thank you, Mr. Adams, and my suggestion is that you plan on the week of the King holiday. That'll be your next period of time you can spend to interview anybody that you have not otherwise taken care of or been able to reach. So that's going to be my second period of work for you all to be able to interview witnesses, okay?
Your Honor, and given the nature of the list that we received the first time, just to remain so that everyone is acting in good faith, given that we have witnesses on this list like Detective James Thorpe, who is at the Atlanta Police Department every day, and
you told me that yesterday. And what did I tell you?
Your Honor,
what I tell you yesterday? I'm not going back through this, Ms. Love.
I'm not asking that the court not require it. I'm asking that the court inquire of counsel whether they have actually made efforts to reach these people. That's all. Because I think it's a little, I'm going to do exactly as the court directed, but Your Honor, I don't think that...
And why are we having the same conversation again, Ms. Love?
Because...
This is the third time we've had this conversation.
Only, Your Honor, because there are people who...
And why did I tell you that I was doing this?
You said because you wanted to make certain that the people that were received after September 22nd, that they had an opportunity to interview. And there are people who are on this list that were on the list way before then and that have been available for the defense if they chose or attempted to interview them.
The other challenge that we've had is we've been picking a jury for almost 11 months. So I want to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to do that. Okay. So that's the way that I leaving out the playing field in that respect. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
I understand that everybody may have been at a location, but nobody here has basically been working to select this jury, and that's why the court has told you that I want to make sure that at least you have the opportunity to do so. Okay? Now, whether or not they talk to the witness, talk to counsel is another thing, but it would be, I'm asking as a matter of professional courtesy and otherwise, and to make sure that there are no delays in presentation of the case to the jury, or minimize the delays, at least people are able to be talked to, because then you're able to kind of identify issues for me and anything else that may need to kind of come up, as opposed to when the witness is about to come in the door and I got to take 2 hours out to resolve something. So that's what I'm trying to kind of avoid. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Understood.
Okay. All right. So Monday the 4th, we'll look at a hard list for the court's consideration. And is there anything else at this point in time?
Your Honor, did juror number 39...
Yo, would you stay out of my business, Miss Love?
Oh, will.
Stay out of my business.
Judge,
look,
I'm sorry.
I've been doing this a long time. Yes, I have, yes. And if you really must know, she's going to reschedule her appointment to the week of the King holiday. You happy? No, you're not happy. But anyways, that's the explanation you're going to get. I'm on top of it. Okay. All right. Yes, Mr. Sharp.
Your Honor, in an effort to make things go smoothly next week.
No, you're not trying to do that. You're just trying to get in my business as well.
No, not in your business at all. No. We have a list of the witnesses on Monday.
Okay, who are you calling next week, madam? Monday, Tuesday. Let's just say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
We'll get that. We'll provide that by tomorrow with the court's permission by close of business.
I don't trust that's not going to be done. Okay, so let me just kind of so nobody's at fault. Nobody's kind of says, hey, I didn't get it, whatever else. Can you at least tell me, or who you plan on calling on Monday, the 4th?
Go ahead. Your Honor, we haven't had an opportunity to speak with our investigation team, so we can know who exactly is ready. So we
that's
can
the last time I'm gonna accept that answer, okay? Because you got 1,100 people that work in your office, all right? So you can get, or at least be able to tell me in advance who you think you're going to be able to call the next day, okay? So if you could tell your team, the judge is going to ask me this question, so please go ahead and have who you're going to call. I mean, I understand the essencies of calling witnesses and everything else, but for the most part, you're probably going to have a stock number of people you're probably going to call.
We did, and that's the reason that we gave them the list of people that we intend to call.
Yeah, but 70 witnesses is kind of a little bit kind of old. You know, that's a lot. I mean, you know,
Can we at least get an opportunity to get back to the office and speak with our team? Oh, okay.
He said it's time. So yes, we've been doing scheduling based on how things have been going, and that's the only reason.
All right, please don't let me get any emails tomorrow or over the weekend saying that witness list has not come out, because they need to be able to prepare for who you're going to call on Monday, okay? And I think that's only fair. So can we have that list to them by noon tomorrow?
Yes, we will get that to them by noon tomorrow.
And
they will be from the list of people.
And copy me. Yes, that's fine. I mean, but they just need to know so they can prepare like you all preparing, all right?
Judge, I'm sorry, I'm unclear. Is that list we're getting by noon tomorrow only the Monday witnesses?
Yes, only the Monday witnesses. If you have the other witnesses, let's just say, if you could provide the tentative witnesses you're going to call through Wednesday. Okay?
Okay.
Through Wednesday. And then Mr. Sharp can ask me about it on Monday again.
Okay.
Judge, is it too much to ask the state?
Yes.
To associate the list with the acts?
Yes, it is. Because
Yeah.
you already asked them to.
Yeah. They've been doing a pretty nice job of kind of before they call the witness to tell you which one. So I think there's no surprise at this point in time. So, Mr. Matthews, no, they don't have to do that, but I think they've been doing that as they've been calling their first several witnesses.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. All right, anybody else? Anyone?
No, sir.
Okay.
Not here.
All right. So, all right, folks, unless there's anything else from me, thank you for what you do. And I'll see everybody Monday, the 4th of December at 9 a.m. for
With the Young Thugg RICO trial now on break, a viral tweet was released by a lawyer sharing, "The Young Thugg YSL RICO trial still on break. Expect Young Thugg's lawyers to push for a mistrial this week." The prosecutors have provided little to zero evidence thus far, and it seems as if they need more time, as this would go on to make Lil Baby react, sharing that this is practically all Gunna's fault that Thugg's even in this mess. As in Lil Baby's new song 350 released this week, he states in the lyrics, "Ain't nothing to say about it, boy you know you a rat," which has gone viral on social media. So viral that Young Thugg's father would hop on an interview this week defending Gunna and telling Lil Baby to stay quiet.
How do you feel about Lil Baby throwing at Gunna for his plea deal? For his plea?
He need to shut the fuck up, cause he don't know what's going on. You know, he's going off of what he heard. Ask Lil Baby, have you ever came to a court date?
Oh, okay.
See, that's what I want y'all to ask these damn rappers and these bloggers with this old snitch shit and this. When have y'all went to a court date to support Slime, to support Jeffrey, to support Thugg, however you want to name it? Go on their social media pages and say, why in the haven't you been at the courthouse to support your dude? And I guarantee you won't get an answer.
According to Young Thugg's father, Gunna isn't actually the main reason why Young Thugg is in the situation that he's in, and that allegedly Gunna never even snitched.
Courtney said, how do you feel about Gunna?
I love Gunna.
See, that's the thing. People don't understand the relationship. They got this thing saying that Gunna's a rat and he's done this and done that.
No, but let me try to help the attorney clarify that a little simpler. Gunna hasn't done anything whatsoever that can hurt us on this case. Period.
As apparently, if you truly listen in to when Gunna was allegedly snitching, he was apparently making a plea deal on something outside of the RICO case that Young Thugg is still involved in.
You agree or acknowledge that statements are true, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I became affiliated with YSL around 2016. Is that true as it pertains to you, Mr. Kitchens?
Yes, ma'am.
YSL is a music label and you have have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in front of you?
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped the vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocarbons and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you acknowledge the following statement? I recognize, accept, and deeply regret that my talent and music indirectly furthered YSL to the detriment of my community. YSL is that your statement or acknowledgement?
Yes.
However, Young Thug's father would then break down how his son, Young Thugg, will be released and when, as it all stems down to the jury members and the prosecutors. As Young Thug's lawyers are pushing for a mistrial after it would be officially reported, a juror has been dismissed in the Young Thug YSL RICO trial and is being replaced with an alternate after being in the hospital over the weekend.
I'm in receipt of the admission form, and as of current, she is still in the hospital. Her anticipated release date potentially is this coming Wednesday. So, much as I like to wait till Wednesday, I'm going to probably have to go ahead and excuse her due to illness. So, does anybody wish to be heard about that issue?
Your Honor, before we do that, thanks. All right,
and I'll let you take a look at I'm going to mark this as the next court exhibit in order, as well as I'm going to seal it for purposes of juror confidentiality.
With that juror being excused, it would only be 3 days later to when another juror would have to be excused. As DJ Academics would report, members of the jury were shown on live stream, and people believe this is why the judge called the attorneys to his chambers for a potential mistrial, where we would then see No Jumper report. Fans are already identifying jury members on Young Thug's trial after the courtroom camera accidentally revealed their faces. As a commenter would state, I know that guy with the glasses on, that's Dante Wilson, he is on the jury. Dante Wilson would then have to be excused from the Young Thug trial due to safety concerns. Having 2 jury members dismissed in only 1 week is starting to make a lot of people worried, as when you add those reasons as well as the report of Young Thug's RICO trial is now on recess until January 2nd, 2024, his co-defendant Shannon Stillwell was targeted inside a jail, it really makes you wonder, is the Young Thug YSL RICO trial about to be canceled?
Ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and tell you where we are. Remember yesterday we recessed because one of our participants had a medical issue, and I was telling you about that. Well, unfortunately that medical condition still exists, and given the length of time that we're going to have to probably address that, it might be just more prudent to recess you and give you an early recess instead of recessing you this Friday, as the court's plan was originally. I'm going to recess you for the holidays today. Okay, so I know you look very disappointed. I can tell from all of you 17 as a group. It's not that bad. Okay, so
as right after the judge was done saying the Young Thug RICO trial will be on recess until further notice, Young Thug would be seen inside a court saying I love you to his girlfriend Mariah, as this is his way of showing appreciation for what you would say recently on a podcast.
Do you think that marriage is the next step for you, Young Thug?
I mean, when he gets out of jail?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think either of us want a jail wedding. Yeah, but I feel like he definitely wants to be married, and I feel like I do too.
Do you ever imagine life outside once he's out?
For sure. We talk about it all day. Okay. All day long. I mean, I feel like being imaginative can help every human being on earth not lose your mind. Mm-hmm. You know, it is like a little slight state of delusion.
As the mistrial potential has risen a lot in the last week, and it's all due to the prosecutors that are against Young Thug. As on the final day of trial, the judge even had to ask the prosecutors to stay out of his business.
Is there anything else at this point in time?
Your Honor, did juror number 39...
Yo, would you stay out of my business, Miss Love?
Oh, well.
Stay out of my business.
Judge,
look, I've been doing this a long time. Yes, I have, yes. And if you really must know, she's going to reschedule her appointment to the week of the King holiday. You happy? No, you're not happy. But anyways, that's the explanation you're going to get. I'm on top of it. Okay. All right. Yes, Mr. Sharp.
As this isn't even the first time the judge had to yell at the prosecutors, making them seem very unprofessional. The first argument they had was when it was announced, judge in the Young Thug trial isn't happy with the state because they never turned in all of the slides they planned on using in their opening statement.
Is there anything else you're going to use in opening you haven't shown to defense counsel? He's telling us. Well, I said that. I told you to do that a week ago. Because here's what I told you was going to happen. I've got a jury that's out right now that's being interrupted. And Mr. Williams, you should have made your motion or should have told me about that an hour ago or when you found out about it. Not hijack me at the bench about that. You did what you had to do, but I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy about any of this. Because this is stuff we can take care of before our jury comes in. And that makes you all, lessen your ability as advocates and lessen our ability for this jury to go ahead and get this case seamlessly. This is what I told you all was going to happen. So,
as even the judge stated in the start of that clip, he already told the prosecutors to be ready, have all of their slides and evidence ready for opening day, and they didn't do it.
Your Honor, we would ask because we would ask that all of this be reserved for the 16th because this all came up in September. You said you allowed us to.
I'm really annoyed about this, Ms. Holton. I just am. This is ridiculous. Your witness list has grown by 2/3 since then. And I don't know why. You better have a dang good explanation on the 16th, because if you don't, I'm going to exclude it. But right now I'm telling you, without anything further, it's gone.
Well, we would like
to exclude a lot more on that date, because this is ridiculous. There is no plausible explanation I've gotten and that would suffice that we just kind of keep, you keep dripping and driving out evidence.
As these prosecutors are extremely unprofessional at their job, many people don't even think they even know what they're doing. As the trial is stressing out the judge so much to the point where the judge had to announce inside of the courtroom that he needs a service dog to help him calm down during the proceedings.
Right here behind me is this bell that starts jingling, all right? And if you hear a jingling sound like a bell, please don't think that I'm doing anything creepy up here, all right? I have a service dog behind me. His name is Jack. I think some of you may have seen him already. He lives the best life ever. He's pampered. He's really, and he's a Labrador Retriever. He's about almost 2.5, 3 years old at this point in time. So, but if you hear that bell, that's him moving around. All right. He doesn't bark. He rarely gets interested in what's going on. So he might come up here and look, but that's about it. All right. Don't bring him any food either, okay? All right? He is spoiled rotten. So please don't try and throw any food back here behind me or anything like that. He doesn't need anything else, okay? But if you hear that bell, hear that sound.
As funny enough, right when the judge was done announcing he needs a service dog, the prosecutors would then bring their first witness to the stand, where the prosecutor would have an extremely hard time asking a simple question to their own witness that they brought onto the stand.
As it relates to a musical artist's works, is there any crime in saying words?
There are certainly potentially crimes in spoken words.
All right. Now, I'm not talking about crimes being described in words. I'm speaking of, is there a crime to speak the words?
As a generality, no. Outside of...
Your Honor.
Yes.
The answer to the question.
And?
So it's not responsive, is that what you're saying? Okay, I'll sustain this and not responsive.
Have you ever sought to arrest anyone for speaking words? In a song?
No, ma'am.
Delta people work there. People were coming and going all hours of the day and night. I mean, women would be pushing babies in strollers 5:30 in the morning out running. So I thought nothing of it. I got out and turned the car off, like I said, left the door open, everything in the car. I walked towards the back of the car. A young man got out of his car. I greeted him. He greeted me. I looked down at the bumper and saw no damage. And I really, at that point, was going to look up and say, honey, I'm tired, I'm going home, we go home.
As she would explain, it all started with a very small bump to her vehicle, where she would then hop out of her car to see how bad the damage was. However, while she got out of her vehicle, that's when a YSL member stole her car.
And as I looked up, I saw someone in his car rising up, and he was running around me. I guess my mind knew something was about to happen, something that wasn't good, but it happened so fast. He got in my car, and because of the backpack, my mind just focused on the backpack. I opened the back left passenger's door, thinking I could reach into the front seat and get the backpack, and the backpack, because it had my day CD in it and my camera. So I reached in to get that, and I guess instinct, I don't know, God said just let it go. So I stepped back and actually shut the door myself. And he drove off. At that point, I think the other car had already gone.
As this is where it gets interesting. The crime occurred 10 years ago in 2013. The state would then ask her if she knew a man named Trontavious Stevens, aka Slug, the co-founder of YSL. He took a plea deal in December of 2022. She would state she does not remember his name at all. It made her testimony feel very strange. She was absolutely zero help to this crime inside of the courtroom, so the state would then need to call the police officer that was in charge of investigating the crime 10 years ago. He also provided little to zero evidence at all, so he started lying on the stand to try to make Young Thug look bad. As in trial, he claimed that Young Thug and YSL members were teasing him 10 years ago, throwing up hand signs at him because he couldn't figure out the crime.
I observed them
come out of the building with their attention already focused on the vehicle that I was driving, myself and my partner.
Okay.
And then they immediately began throwing signs and yelling at us.
Had you done anything to that group of gentlemen before they came out, focusing on you and your partner, throwing signs and yelling at you?
No, ma'am.
As Young Thug's lawyer would then call him out for lying in front of everyone. A report would read, Thug's lawyers are going hard at work. Atlanta officer is getting cross-examined after accusing Thugg of flashing hand signs at him. Thug's lawyers are asking why this wasn't mentioned in the original report.
When you testified a while ago for the state, they asked you a questions about this. You said they were flashing hand signs, right?
Correct.
Now, you didn't say that in your report, though, did you?
No.
And then, I mean, you wrote a 2-page report, and it was very detailed about everything that happened and everyone who was involved, down to names and dates of births, right?
Right.
You put a serial number in there, right?
Yes.
And you're trained as a police officer that anything that is of significance, like if you think, for example, something is related, you put that in the report, right?
Right.
But that report, you know, the same one that she had you read, right, because you can remember some stuff, in that third paragraph where it talks about what you saw those people doing, you ain't say nothing about, I saw the signs, right?
Correct.
Alright, boom, we back. So like I was saying, man, Young Thug, man, he was in court, you know what I'm saying? They always trying to stop somebody, you know what I'm saying? They don't want nobody make it, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here doing me, you know what I'm saying? Thugger doing him, rapping, making rap lyrics. People, we can't do what we want to do in peace. You know what I'm saying? They try to play your boy, you know what I'm saying? They try to play everybody. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it just don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I have faith that Thug can beat this case. You know what I'm saying? If Thug can beat this case, man, you know what I'm saying? A lot can go down. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, that's how life is, man. You know what I'm saying? We can help Thug win this case, you know what I'm saying? A lot of this is not adding up. The witnesses, they all getting called out. The judge, he's getting frustrated with the other people from the other attorney, you know what I'm saying? And look at they still watching you, man. And they get called out. The judge is getting frustrated with the whole case, you know what I'm saying? And that's just the bottom line and point of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And Thug, man, you know what I'm saying? Thug, he got some of the best lawyers, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it be like that, you know what I'm saying? Thugger, you know what I'm saying? They trying to pin cases on Thug, you know what I'm saying? And they really can't pin none of this shit on Thug. You know what I'm saying? Even the main thing that Thug they trying to fight is the Gunna. Yes, Gunna is a rat. Like, let's be honest, you know what I'm saying? Gunna, you dig? He's you know what I'm saying? He's fucked. His dad needs to shut the fuck up. Cause the dad, he don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Either that or he getting paid under the table or whatever. Thugger, he's holding it down. You know what I'm saying? He's standing strong. You dig? And he's showing these people, man, we just can't give up so easily. You know what I'm saying? We gotta always fight and fight and fight. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get knocked down, you get bumps on your head and bruises, but you gotta keep on fighting. You know what I'm saying? And even if you lose, you still fighting. You gonna take a W no matter what. You know what I'm saying? No matter the outcome in life. You know what I'm saying? We always gotta keep on going and trying to achieve our best. Cause at the end, man, if we don't fight, it's nothing's gonna ever change. You know what I'm saying? And that's the main point blank align this. You know what I'm saying? We the Hebrew Israelites. You know what I'm saying? And we fighting, you know what I'm saying? No matter how tough this get. You know what I'm saying? We gotta keep on fighting, you know what I'm saying? They might get mad. They might try to stop us. You know what I'm saying? But it's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh is protecting us. You know what I'm saying? They come at us from all angles. The enemy, the devil. That was the devil, man. Coming from a nigga at all angles. You know what I'm saying? Trying to stop your boy. But we protect him, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always try to tell y'all, man, no matter how hard life get, you know what I'm saying? We gonna do this, man, because, hey, I don't do shit. I'm outside, man. That's all I'm saying, man. I be out here, man, just cooling, talking my ish. And they get mad. They see your boy doing something. They want your boy locked up. They want everybody to be in the dumps on the ground, take a nigga down. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta keep on fighting, like, you know what I'm saying? Because that right there, bro, that was the devil, man, trying to take your boy out. You know what I'm saying? And y'all don't understand. A lot's been going on behind closed doors. That week, that whole week right here, the devil been going crazy. You know what I'm saying? But God, Yahweh been protecting us. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we always gotta fight, man. We can't never give up, man. Because you feel me? They trying your boy, and that's why I tell Thugg each day, man, don't give up. Because if you give up, they will try to take you down, but you can't. So, hey, man, make sure y'all like and subscribe to these videos up, man. Hey, that shit was wild, man. And yeah, we finna get this shit cranked up on the next video. Let's get it. Hood Northside Crip. I told y'all. Gang Northside is, man. I don't never give up. I don't back down. I don't bend. I don't break, nigga. I keeps going. I just keeps going, man. No matter what the outcome could have been. I'm gonna keep on going to the end, to the end, to the end. Hope y'all enjoy these videos. We out this bitch. Hood Northside Crip.
Hey, Dad, you know, dog, when we link up, dog, this shit be legendary. Even though this is instrumental, you the engineer on it, so Kodak everywhere.